Well, it seems like there's not really much money at the school as it is, so cutting the sports program would probably be bad for the students that are using sports as a sort of bungee to go on to the next school that they'd like to go to.
I mean, I wouldn't advocate like cutting the whole program because there's so many people that are invested in it, and I think would be pretty sad to see it go.
You really do need to cut down somewhat because, I mean, redistribution of funds is definitely what they need to be looking at.
That actually is just kind of blows my mind to think that they'd take away something that important to people. That's what there's a lot of kids' dreams are. So how are you going to take away from that, you know?
At Santa Monica College especially, we're a school who has a really strong dance department, a lot of strong sports teams. We excel in track and tennis, all over the place. So trying to cut out, sports teams at community colleges, it's completely absurd. Just the idea is awful.
I don't think anyone would advocate for cutting funding to sports programs and arts programs. They added a tremendous amount to our community, to the cultural community here. So I feel like we need to look at the big picture and why are we in this crisis? How can we think of ways to generate revenue into our economy so we don't have to keep making these cuts?
Well, I think we in athletics have a responsibility to the students, to the states. I think it's a great diversion for the students and for student athletes. But at the same time, it is an expensive prospect, running an athletic program. But we do what we can to not abuse the money that we are given, try and make things last as long as possible. And be honest, we're not above getting handouts, getting charity and donations from some of our larger cousins around the area. Hate to say, but it's kind of a mess that we're in, and unfortunately, the decisions that were made, a long time ago are starting to catch up to us now. And unfortunately, yes, it does affect everything that's, not strictly academic. And you're right, the arts, dance, our dance program is, nationally renowned, and I think it would be a real shame to lose that as well as athletics. We're not just about, the sports jocks around here. We're sort of all in the same boat, sort of on this side of campus, so to speak.
It would dramatically affect a very key segment of our student population. Looking like we'll be cutting across the board, campus-wide, 10%, an additional 10%. It's truly a tragedy that when schools look to cut, they immediately cut what they consider to be extracurricular activities. We're all in that same bubble of you really don't count as much as these academic classes do, when in fact it's possible that those classes actually count more. We are going to fight like crazy to keep athletics, to keep kinesiology, to keep these offerings open, that we're going to do everything in our power not to lose this department.